Hey, what's up everybody? Alf here with some more Halloween Cup GBL for you, battling with a slightly different team. This one, on a viewer suggestion, is Golbat, Mawile, and Umbreon. We'll take this team as far as it will take us. You'll have to wait and see how many wins that is before settling back in with the team that I've been running with quite a lot of success, which is Toxicroak, Obstagoon, and Golbat. Ran it again, had a spirited conversation about whether or not a team could work multiple days in a format or over a timeline. I've got news for you. If the team is good, it tends to work. It might go through cycles of being better or good depending on what else is in the meta, but unless the meta absolutely falls apart and totally shifts, most teams are playable if they were playable at any point. This team is still good. I'm about 100 points away from Legend. You'll see us talk a little bit about in a set. I probably won't be making any massive advertised push for Legend, but you know what? It's halfway through the season. I'm 100 points off. There's a chance I'm going to get there. And if I do, I'm going to be hype. And if I don't, I'm going to be okay. Either way, I hope you enjoy these battles. If you haven't done so, I know a lot of the folks who watch the battles here are not subscribed. Just hit that subscribe button. It's free. It costs you nothing. It lets you know when our videos go live, and it helps me grow the channel quite a lot. So please hit that button for me. Leave a like, leave a comment, do all those sorts of things. I'm not going to bug you with the plugs every single week, but maybe this week, just for once, hit those for me. I appreciate it. Enjoy the battles, and I'll see you next time. We'll give it a try. Let's see how it goes. A Solosis? Yeah, actually, I'll take it. My buddy right now is a Frillish. It's a Frillish. Do I have the Canes for Tina? No, but I don't necessarily care. That's the thing. It just doesn't matter to me. All right, let's go. Kevin Martinez, first opponent. Golbat, Cofagrigus. Not a great matchup for us. But they let me get my Shadow Ball off first. So we're going to huck it. They're not going to shield. And then I'm going to shield this and farm them down. I don't bait, if you haven't noticed. Drowgy, you say? All right, well, I am going to Poison Fang the Drowgy before switching. We are on Fire Fang. Is it Mawile? Ugh. Yeah, I think we go to Mawile. It resists Fire Fang, but we resist the shit out of Dragon Tail. The Aqua Tail hurts, but shouldn't put us in any position to die. Right? Yeah. I can Iron Head them for the KO, and given the scenario right now where their Mons are basically all dead, I would rather not let them put a bunch of damage on me, right? Yeah, like they're basically, their plan in the back is a 2 shield Mon, and I don't know if that plan is gonna work for them. We have 2 Mons to potentially blanket. It's a Mandibuzz. Okay, so we do kind of wish. Oh, an Air Slash Mandibuzz too. We resist this. I think I'm gonna Iron Head him again. I think I'm just gonna go straight Iron Head here. Right? Because honestly, like, we might as well their win condition still feels a little bit like somehow this all just I don't do enough damage. Oh, they got the shield. Okay, it's all right. We'll just do as much damage as we can. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. So I would love to Poison Fang this thing, but I'm not in a position right now to do so. I'm gonna wait for them to throw some moves at me. I'm also gonna be cautious of a swap here. Cofagrigus eating a charge move is one of the things that could really help pull them back into this game. We're gonna be here a while, but we're just gonna have to throw off schedule. And I'm on last resort, so I'm not one of those psychopaths on psychic. So I don't think there's a lot of chance for them to win this game. The Cofagrigus may have a small amount of energy, but it's not going to kill an Umbreon. Yeah. Bye. Yeah, there's the concession. GG's. I mean, they're literally the only option they have, and I'm just not going to fall for it. Okay. We'll run it back. We'll just run it back. Obviously, Kofagrigus is kind of a rough lead for us. Our plan there very much is to sack the Golbat, right? Because we can't really afford to swap into it. So if we YOLO a Shadow Ball and they no shield, then we're in great shape. And if we YOLO a Shadow Ball and they shield and we die, then we're still in good shape because the Umbreon comes in and just totally blanks it. We farm it, and then their backline has to deal with these two Mons. And really, while that is possible for them, it really requires them very specifically to have a counter user and one that can tank a couple last resorts, which it's pretty hard to find. Like Toxicroak coming in down a shield against an Umbreon with 100 energy, you don't win. And then Mawile's loose at the end. In that game, Mawile would have been way better on Ice Fang, though. You have to admit, if Mawile had been on Ice Fang, we would have run them over. Would have run them extremely over, because it would have been good against both of their back ones. All right, we'll run it back. Whenever we win with the viewer team, we run it back. Ooh, that is a lead, y'all. That is a lead. They're going to a Drapion. All right, I'm going to Poison Fang it. And then I believe our play is Mawile against it. Mawile is probably your safe swamp. Many Spooter leads. I haven't seen I've seen one Spooter lead. I saw one. Problem is the next crunch actually does kill us. So I think I actually need to throw this charge move. My worst case scenario here is a no shield from them that results in them still getting to a charge move. A shield I actually don't mind, because we can just match and they're not going to get to another one. They're not going to get to another crunch through the boost. I'd like to get to this Iron Head. We are not going to, though. So I will throw the pup, and let's hope that they're not going to shield this because they know that this thing is basically dead already. Which is why I really wanted the Iron Head, but at the end of the day, this is fine. That, however, is pretty bad for us. I think what we're actually going to do here, because it's a good chance that this thing is not on Play Rough, is just go here now. We have a little bit of a variation in our switch move timings here that's not great. Yawn, this is a viewer team. This is a viewer team. If they're on Play Rough, this is really unfortunate for us. They are on Play Rough. Wow. Surprising. Did not expect that. I don't think Play Rough gives you much in this format. I would be running Hydro Pump. I don't know that Play Rough gives you much of what you're looking for here. Okay. I don't know. Yeah, there's this guy coming back. We're going to get this off. I think this will get my switch timer up. They're still locked. I'm not shielding because an Ice Beam is the way they kill us, right? An Ice Beam is the only win condition for them still. So as long as we maintain this shield, I don't see any scenario where they win this game. Yeah. Hydro is still it's just a very strong move, so I don't know. Maybe it's wrong. Maybe it is Play Rough. And there's our GGs. Okay, another win. Let's go. I guess if you're expecting the mirror as well, Play Rough Ice Beam makes more sense. So that's fair. That's fair. The Mawile is currently undefeated. The Mawile is currently undefeated. I don't know that it's been the all-star in any of them, but it's currently undefeated. Yeah, so you need it to... Yeah, that's fair. Well, I don't know that Ice Beam helps you break the Nido. You're not beating Nido. You're not beating Nido, honestly. If you could farm down the Dark type and Hydro Pump the Nido, it's pretty strong too. Ice Beam is just a better... Ice Beam is just a better move because it's faster and you get it off more frequently in that scenario. And it also gives you coverage against Golbat, which you're going to need because I've been seeing quite a few of them. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Mawile's great when it's on the thing you want it on, and it's really, really bad when it's on literally any other Pokemon. If Mawile is fighting, I don't know, anything it doesn't want to see, it's sad. But luckily, the typing is very good defensively for it. Jelly, oh god, it does not want to see Jelly. Jelly is terrible for it. It just resists everything. It just resists everything. So we'd like to avoid that. We'd like to avoid that. I think our safe swap on this team is the Umbreon because it's the most reliable. If you were on it doesn't learn Thunderfang, does it? Did we talk about that? It only learns Ice and Fire. If it learned Thunderfang, we'd have a different conversation, I think. But it only learns Ice and Fire. Think of it as the Game of Thrones mon. So this is a viewer team. This is on to our third game with it. We've won 2. We've won 2. Golbat and Umbreon. Not a great matchup. Kind of a funky place to be. We just don't win this fight. I'd love to catch. That's kind of where I'm at. Oh, they have Psychic? Wow. That is not great. Although it means our Umbreon brick walls their Umbreon. And I'm just considering sacrificing the Golbat now. Right? We just say, you know... Also, our Mawile brick walls it. Like, we can go with either of those mons, and I think we're in really good shape here. Actually, I think we might Mawile. I'm gonna Mawile it. Maybe get a pup going. Right? Or just come out with a bunch of energy. Because Foul Play just doesn't do anything to us. All right, I'll throw a pup at it. Do they have a proper Mawile counter? That's the real question, right? What do they have that can come in here and mess with us? All right. Probably not that. This is going to be a Poison Fang, of which we resist. We also resist the fast moves, so I'm not really keen to throw. I think I'm going to Iron Head them is what I'm going to do, right? Force them to burn shields here. We could also, in this matchup, very easily just continue the pup train and farm them, but we might be able to do that anyway. I actually think this feels weird, but I'm gonna switch here. I know. Hey, it's a Nido Queen. All right, well, now I kind of wish I was on Psychic, but it's fine. So this is a Poison Fang. They're gonna straight Poison Fang me, pretty sure. Hey, so remember we talked about Fire Fang and Ice Fang? Every single game we've been in here, Ice Fang would have been better. So I'm still not actually sure Fire Fang is what you want to be doing. Question is, will they try and Earth Power me? Like, after the debuff, an Earth Power is pretty good. They definitely are in range to do it. Okay. Nope, another Poison Fang. Fire is good against all those bugs. Yeah, which bugs? Which bugs are we supposed to be seeing? All right, so how do we want to do this? Hopefully this one isn't the Earth Power. If this is not the Earth Power, I think we still have a chance to win this game. Nope, Poison Fang. So we're going to clear this debuff. Ah! I almost over-tapped my way out of this game. I'm aware that there are bugs in the meta, Duncamillo, but I've seen very few of them today. Very few of them. And then the Fang gets them. GG's, let's go. All right, well, we're 3-0 with it. We're 3-0 with it. There's been some fussy games, but we've found a way in all of them. Yeah, there are reasonably good bugs in this meta. I agree. But I'm not seeing them much. We're currently 3-0. We haven't lost a game in this set. Yeah, we haven't lost a game in this set. But Ice Fang, so far, we're 3 games where Ice Fang would have been better. We are literally 3 games where Ice Fang would have been better. Legend this season. If it happens, it happens. That's my MO. Yeah, no, we're not chanting for Legend, but if it happens, it happens. That's kind of where I'm at with it. I'm not really, I don't worry about it. No, I mean, it resists poison. It resists poison, right? It resists flying. Yeah, there are matchups where Fire Fang is good, but Steel and Fairy is a very, very good defensive typing. Exactly. So I actually think it's okay. Fairy Steel is insanely good. You triple resist Dragon if you run into a Dragon, which we have. I just think Ice Fang is looking better. It resists. There's a Caesar. Okay. How do we want to handle this? How do I want to handle this? I'm going to handle this by, well, I don't want to shield this now, but we're going to huck a, I was going to huck a Shadow Ball at it, and we may have CMP'd on the Shadow Ball. We did. Okay. So we'll see what they want to do. We found the bug, unfortunately. Unfortunately, the bug is also in the lead. So I think I'm not really willing to sacrifice this to make this work. So we're going to let this go. They'll actually do get the Poison Fang off, which is kind of nice. They're not going to shield it, but it's going to be extremely dead. He's got to have a hard Mawile counter. You assume so, right? But I think at that point, we just say, all right, show it to me. What is your hard Mawile counter? It's an Obstagoon. Well, unfortunately, their hard Mawile counter is also just a hard counter for our team. So our plan here is just going to be to do as much damage as possible. Right? It's got to be. And if they're not going to shield, then we're going to live with that. I'm not shielding either. I'm saving the shield for the Umbreon. Night Slash doesn't hit that hard. They can double Night Slash me, but yeah, the problem here is that we're going to have a hard time killing this with the Umbreon before it causes some damage, right? Like, oh, they Night Slashed again? Do they not have a non-Night Slash charge move? All right, well, I'm going to get, like, Gunk Shotted or Hyper Beamed here, and it's going to be great. It's going to be very unpleasant for us. We're going to have to hope their Backmon is very weak to Umbreon. They're not shielding, so I'm... Nope. It's just a regular decent Mon against us, but I don't think we can beat this thing. We need a lot of moves to land here, and I just don't see it happening. Unfortunately.
Yeah, there's a Sludge Bomb. It doesn't kill us, but the odds of us getting to the 2 charge moves we need here are basically 0. So, I think they've got us. If we had saved the shield, there is a chance we could win this game, yes. But I also think I needed to gamble on the Obstagoon being the remaining threat. If I had 2 shielded Mawile versus the team, it would have died against Skunk, and then I would have been out of shields. I would have been out of shields, and the Skunk tank would have killed me. So I've imagined it. We lose. Gonna let you know. We still lose. Yeah, no worries, Mega Project. Thank you for the team. I mean, it got 3 wins for us, so I'm always happy to see a team get us 3 wins. Toxicroak would have ran that entire team. Like, I just don't think 2 shielding the Mawile solves our problem there, right? Right? We would get out of the Obstagoon fight, but we'd be down shields, and then we wouldn't be able to kill their Skunk tank. We would die before the Mawile gets the job done, and then we'd be down shields with Umbreon throwing resisted snarls. It would be rough. It would be rough. Hey, dope, Embor. Perfect. All right. Thank you, friend. Yeah, I just don't think the math works for us. I don't think the math works for us. Speaking of Mawiles, we like to see this one. Fire Fang Mawile. Are they going to try and catch a move here? Okay, well. I mean, they could just try and 2 shield their way through this. I do think if they shield, they get to an Iron Head, which we'll have to respect. Right? They don't get... Do they get to an Iron Head the same speed we get to a Mud Bomb, though? No. I don't believe they do. I guess their plan could very easily be to shield their Mawile. Right? And if they decide that's their plan, I think I'm just going to have to say good beats, right? Like, no. Okay. It's not. Oh, hey. It's a Wigglytuff. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, I'm glad we won switch advantage. 2 shielding their Mawile actually might have worked for them. I wish we were on, what's it called? I do wish okay, they're just going to concede from there. GG's. MC, what do you want my top 3 of? That's a very strange redemption, by the way. All right, we win that game. If they had 2 shielded the Mawile, they might have actually won that game. Believe it or not. They might have actually won that game. But it's really hard. It's really hard to make that call. Hey, it's Solosis. Somebody was fucking teasing me about this one. Thanks, John. I appreciate it. Look, I've been PvPing for a long time. So I know, I like to think I know what I'm talking about. I'm not super clean on my matchups, and I have some bad habits as a battler that I need to fix. But I feel like if I played all my battles every season, I would hit Legend fairly easily. I just, it just doesn't matter to me. And I know who I am, and I know what I like to do. So if you're only here for the Legend push, then I'm going to clear all these out. Then you're probably not going to see it. As I say, as we pick up another 50 some points. But like, I don't know. I'm just here to have some fun.